Hey guys, I'm Corey Davis, and this is the first episode of Making a Coonhound. We're going to be doing a few things. We're going to be going out probably once a week, taking these young dogs out. We got 3 different young dogs that we're going to be taking, and just showing y'all some tips and tricks, and showing off some of the gear that we do use at Conkey's Outdoors. So y'all tune in and check it out. And this is Zach Conkey. He's going to be...
I'll be behind the camera most of the time, but I'll be here, and we'll see if we can make a coonhound.
Sounds good. Looking forward to it.
Let's hit the woods.
Let's go. All right, we are headed to the woods. We are very blessed. We're only about 5 minutes out from the club. We can go ahead and turn out there. We've got a pretty big tract of land that we can hunt. That's probably one of the biggest things you do need to find when you're getting a coonhound is a place to hunt. You find a good place to hunt, and it'll make your life a lot easier. You'll end up in the woods a lot more. We try to get out here at least 4 to 5 nights a week, and we're going to try and do like 1 episode a week, at least trying to air that once a week. But if y'all have any tips or tricks for us, I mean, we are by no means professionals. I don't know of any dog hunter that is a professional. You're always learning as you go. But we're here to learn just like you are, and if you got any questions, throw them at us. All right, we just made it to the woods. We're gonna collar up some dogs and tell you a little bit about each one as they come out. All right, so this is Riverbank. It's off of Money in the Bank. We got him when he was 10 months old. Turned a year old in October, and so he's about 16 months old now. He's progressing pretty good. When you're putting these collars on, these are TT15Xs, but when you put them on, you know, you kind of want them, you don't want them real tight, but you don't want them loose either. I just kind of feel them prongs and just work it around, and you'll kind of feel the sweet spot there. You can kind of tell, see that one notch is just too tight, so we back it off a little bit. But that is Swamp Walker Riverbank. Hey, Charlie. This is Swamp Walker Charlie. This is Zach's little baby. Little house dog. He actually keeps her in the house. She's very well mannered as well. Swamp Walker Charlie. Get her collared up. She's a big old dog. She's a very independent dog. She likes to be independent. She's still learning, so it's a little tougher to train more independent dogs, but she's getting the hang of it. She don't really want to be with another dog. She is treeing with other dogs, but she don't really want to be there. But she is progressing really well as well. And I don't remember how old she is. She is
14 months.
14 months old.
Tomorrow.
14 months old. Good looking dog. Come on, Charlie. All right, this is a special one. Actually started with blue ticks. And her name is Jenny. We just got her. Don't know much about her. Haven't even read the papers, honestly. We literally just got her. A guy around town was going to make her a hog dog. She didn't really work out. And so we were going to try her on some coons and see if we can't train her to tree a coon. It's going to be a tough one, but we like a challenge, evidently. We got a blue dog. Might take a year or so, but she just turned a year old. So we got 3 young dogs we're going to turn loose tonight and see what they can do. And I can't forget my hunting family. I got my wife here. We've been hunting since 2015. Been coon hunting. This is Kelsey.
Hey guys, y'all remember me from Conkey's. When I'm not at work, I'm with Corey and these 2 girls, Gracie and Hanley. We just got Jenny. She's a year old, and we're hoping to watch her turn into a coon dog. I'm pretty excited about her. We're gonna get started and turn these dogs out.
So we picked this spot. It's kind of a little dim trail. When we're starting puppies down here in Florida, the woods are really thick, so it's going to be hard to just stick them right in the side of the woods and expect them to go do something. What we try to do is we'll show up at a little spot like this that the road kind of goes and dead ends. We'll kind of get them dogs going and working and cutting away from the road and going down that trail. And then once they get to the bottom, they can branch out and hunt from there. So that's what we're going to do. We're about to leash him up and cut him. All right, we just cut the dogs in the woods. Jenny's kind of hanging out right now, little Bluetick. This is her first time, so we're gonna let her just hang around for the night and see what she does. She's smelling all over, but she probably ain't comfortable leaving us yet, so we ain't gonna push her too hard tonight. We'll just let her be a puppy and hang out and get used to us. Waiting on these other dogs to strike. They should strike here in a few minutes. It shouldn't take too long. As long as the coons are down feeding, should be able to get a strike and get something treed. We are using the Alpha 200 tonight. Got the orange stubby antenna right here too. This is one of my favorites to use. It's just kind of out of the way. We've got a set of quick connects on here. What this allows you to do is just take this antenna off and put a different one on very quickly. So as you can see there, let's see. Dogs are out hunting. They hit that secondary trail on the inside of the woods, and it goes into a dead end. One of the hardest things you're going to have in training a dog is, especially a young dog, is getting them to go. They might have the ability, but if they can't go up on a track or fall upon a track, then it's going to be hard to train them. So you want to give them the best opportunity to get in the woods, get away from your feet, and then that way they can get struck and get treed. And I think we actually just had two dogs. We had Jenny just struck down here somewhere, barking. Hopefully she's barking at a coon, but you know, stay tuned. We don't know about that. River just struck deeper. He is 650, and he just struck a track in there. We'll see what he does with it. So we actually, it's kind of funny, but there was a possum in the middle of the road. Jenny was at her feet. She wanted to run it. It's her first time out. Some people probably, you know, hate me for it, say I'm an idiot, whatever, but
just went up that tree, I think.
I believe that a tree dog's a tree dog. You can always break her off of that off game. That's no problem to me. Breaking a dog is easier to me than getting them started sometimes. So we'll let her natural ability kick in, see if she can actually tree it. If she can, then all we'll have to do is just get her straightened out on some coons, and I think she'll be a pretty easy dog to train. Well, Jenny treed her first possum. Like I said, possum was sitting in the middle of the road right in front of us. We shine a light on it, she took off, started trailing it. There's one oak tree out in the middle of the chop. She went out there and treed on it. Zach will have that video later. You'll be able to look at that. But some people really wouldn't maybe say that this is good for her, or, you know, oh, well, you should get on to her. That's the dog's natural ability kicking in, and you don't want to hurt that natural ability. You can always do that training later in life. So what we're going to do now is we want her tracking ability to come out. We want her treeing ability to come out. If you can't get a dog treeing, you will never have a coonhound. So we want the dog to tree, and we're not going to get onto her for treeing at this early in her life. She's only a year old, and we wanted to see what kind of potential she has, and having that treeing ability is really good potential to start off with. As you train coonhounds, you'll notice some dogs just will not have the treeing ability, and that's going to be a tough dog to train. So we'll see what old Jenny's got. The other dogs are treed, and we're going to drive a little bit closer, and hopefully we'll be showing you some eyeballs here in a minute. got Swamp Walker Riverbank and Swamp Walker Charlie. They treed, they're about 300 yards off the road. We're gonna walk down a little trail, cut into them, and hopefully they got a coon. We are working on recuts right now. So the dogs are pretty far along. They are treeing coons, but we want to be able to recut them off of that tree and make them go tree another coon. So we probably won't knock this coon out to them. We'll probably just go in, pet them up, walk them a minute and recut them, and then see where they go from there. Look, we got in here, look at this tree over with the Taipei 19. A bunch of berries up on this tree. I don't think they got it. We're gonna walk them and recut them, and hopefully they can find it. We recut off the last tree, and we just got out the truck. We're walking into them. They think they got them, so we'll walk in there and see if they got them. Thing we like to do is get in there, tie the dog back. What this does is if you got a couple dogs that are treeing together, it'll keep them from wanting to fight or bumping into each other. It just keeps everything a lot cleaner at the tree. So we're going to get in there, tie him back, and you can watch how that goes. Alright, well, they treed one on the recut. The last tree, we really weren't sure that they had them. And we walked them about 2 to 3 minutes. We recut them across the field. And they come in here and slam this coon. And they got the eyeballs. Treed one in the Florida swamps. Alright, well, we have made it back to the truck. We're probably about to call it a night. We walked Jenny in there, Bluetick, and there was a coon in the tree. Charlie and River had the coon in there. Jenny actually took a track out of there, barking on it. I don't know if she's on the back track or if she took another coon out of there. So she's kind of over on the road. We're gonna put these dogs up and go over there and see what she's doing. We are going to wrap the hunt up tonight. We are headed to the house. I did want to walk y'all through kind of everything that happened. You can see on the tread. This is a tread XL. It's real easy to see everything. So we pulled on this road. We cut them down here. They hit this little trail. And the trail kind of ends right here, and you can see where they kind of worked all the way through the woods. They struck in here somewhere, and then they worked this track to here, and they treed. When we went into that one was just a berry tree. I don't think there was any coon there. So we walked them off of there, crossed the road, and recut them into these short pines. They went in here, worked all the way. It was like 600 yards from here to here, and they treed a coon right there. This distance, the first drop, they treed a mile. It was like right at 1 mile. And then the second turnout, they treed about 600 yards. But that's going to wrap up the hunt tonight. Hopefully y'all check out the rest of the videos that are to come.